This video was created and brought to you by ManageMax. We manage condominiums, HOAs, manufactured housing and apartment communities throughout Southeast Michigan. We're a growing company, and maybe we'll get to your area soon if we're not there yet. We create these videos to share industry insights with current and prospective clients. There will be an opportunity to connect with us at the end, so stick around to the end of the video. Now let's dive in. Your board just finished a year-long project. Let's say new roofs, updated landscaping. Your reserves are finally looking healthy. You think, hey, we've arrived. But here's what nobody tells you in community management. There's no finish line. And that's where most associations start falling apart. Most boards operate under a fundamental misunderstanding. They believe that if they can just solve the current crisis, whether it's deferred maintenance, a legal dispute, or budget shortfalls, they'll finally reach stable ground. This is the destination mentality, and it's quietly destroying communities across the country. Here's what's actually happening while your board celebrates completing that reserve study or resolving that vendor contract. Dozens of new variables are already shifting beneath the surface. Insurance markets are changing, regulatory requirements are evolving, your resident demographics are in flux. The vendor you just signed with is restructuring their service territories. The communities that thrive aren't the ones that solved yesterday's problems. They're the ones that built systems to navigate tomorrow's problem that doesn't even exist yet. There's a reason some associations seem perpetually behind while others maintain consistent excellence, and it has nothing to do with luck or budget size. I'll tell you something most management companies won't. The moment you think your community is maintained, you're already in decline. You just can't see it yet. Board members tell me all the time, we're just going to keep things running smoothly this year. That sounds reasonable, right? Sounds responsible, right? But what they don't realize is that keeping things, quote unquote, running smoothly requires an entirely different strategic framework than they're currently using. Think about it this way. Your governing documents were written for a community that no longer exists. Your vendor contracts assume market conditions from 18 months ago. Your board training happened when different people face different challenges. Everything in community management has a hidden expiration date, and most boards don't even know what questions to ask to identify what's already expired. The complexity isn't in the doing, it's in knowing what should be done, when, in what sequence, and what downstream consequences will be 3 moves from now. That's not maintenance, that's strategic navigation, and there's no checklist for it. So if there's no destination, what's the point? Here's where it gets interesting. The goal isn't to fix your community. The goal is to build management framework where your community can continuously adapt and improve regardless of what happens next. That's a completely different objective than what most boards are pursuing. This is why DIY approaches plateau so quickly. You can learn what vendors to call. You can study Robert's rules. You can even implement decent financial practices. But you can't DIY the pattern recognition that comes from managing operational complexity across dozens of different community scenarios. You can't Google your way to understanding how a seemingly minor decision about snow removal protocols will impact your insurance renewability 18 months from now. The communities that consistently outperform aren't following a playbook. They're working with professionals who understand that excellence is a continuous practice, not a project with an end date. If your board is tired of feeling like you're always reacting, always behind, always dealing with the next crisis, that's not a board problem, that's a framework problem. And frameworks aren't built in board meetings. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.